Hello, my name is Matt and I am from America. But this morning I listened to The Hidden Secrets of Money by Mike Maloney. The first episode, there's a song in the background by Elaine Diane Taylor. I heard the song, then I had to search. I put in the lyrics in Google and I found Elaine Diane Taylor. Amazing music. I listened to her playlist, realized she's from Canada, and since I'm from America and more specifically Texas, I started thinking, I said, Canada is our neighbor. I love Canadian coins, but I really don't know much about Canadian coins. So she inspired me to actually pull out all my Canadian coins because I've been collecting them, and all I really look at are which coins are more valuable. And I assume since they're more valuable, there's more rarity, but I don't really know the story. So I actually want to just go through each denomination of Canadian coins, show you what I have, and maybe open up a discussion in the comment section to tell me, why is this coin rare? Again, I don't know much about Canada, but I really enjoy their coins. So first off, I had a couple extra Lincoln cent books, and as I was penny roll hunting, I just kept finding Canadian pennies. And I know Canada stopped making the pennies, so Canadian pennies are actually pretty cool. So I've just been keeping them in this book by year, and I actually have 3 different books. So I just put Canada at the top, so I know that these are Canadian cents, and I just fill it until I fill the book. But there's a lot of interesting years, a lot of interesting design changes. So Canadian cents are obviously cool. Next, Canadian nickels, and these are fascinating. Again, I was lucky enough to buy a collection of empty books, which inspired me to go find out what I needed to do to fill these books. So Canadian 5-cent pieces, or nickels, they're a little difficult. So I actually had to print off, year by year, the composition changes, which ones are interesting to look at. So I'm nowhere near finishing this nickel book, but I just wanted to show you about where I'm at. There are some interesting Tomback coins near 1942, 1943, where they changed the composition. But I know there's extremely valuable nickels. So you have the 1925, the 1926 Far 6, the 1932 Far 2, the 1947 Dot, and the 1957 Bug Tail. So there's some in here that you got to search for. But as you sort through nickels, you're going to find random Canadian nickels. So I also put these in a Jefferson nickel book, again changing the name to Canada. And while we're on nickels, I do want to share, again, I think the Canadian coins are all amazing. There's something special about 1964. So any nice nickels I do put in flips. So 1964, I know you have the extra water line to search for. And then in 1967, that's when they have the bunny. And again, that's all I know, is that it's interesting. And then what I realized also was 1970. There's less 1970. So there's something a little more rare about 1970. So if you know why, let me know down in the comment section. Let's move on to the strangest Canadian silver 5 cents. Now these are extremely small. I believe they're nicknamed the fish scales. I may be wrong, but I am missing several of these, but at least I have them. And just looking in the rarities and the values, 1858, 1875, 1884, and 1915 are extremely valuable 5-cent pieces. So again, you'll have to look up those years and figure out why, but there's something special about those specific years. Let's move to the dimes. So the main thing about the dime is that in 1948, that is the one I am missing. And I know there was something, political that went on in 1948, whether they released themselves from the Queen or they did something. And again, I don't know. And Canada's my neighbor, and I don't know. But just wanted to show, so I do have a Canadian dime book. Again, the 1948 is empty. And this one I have, it's not a nice book, but at least the years are written there. This is something to collect, because again, Canada coins are very interesting. Now the most enjoyable ones are the quarters. Off of eBay, I picked up this old Canada 25 cent, and the reason I had it, or I bought it, was there was an 1889 in here. And it's not in great condition, but I know that's one of the very key dates. There's my 1889. I know that it is 75H, very rare, 87, and then 93, and then the 06 small crown. So again, these are, I need more than those, but those specific four, let's say the 75H, 87, 89, which I do have, 93, and the 06 small crown, extremely valuable coins. So again, why? I don't know. Don't know. But Canada 25 cent pieces. And then these are easier to fill, the 1911 to 1952. But you'll find difficulty from 1911 all the way to 1921. Because I believe it was in 1920. 1920 was the year of the switch, where they switched from 92.5% sterling silver down to 80%. But 1921 is a hard date to find. Also back 1915, 1921, 1927 are hard dates to find. I actually had to buy those independent coins. Then you have the 32, which isn't rare, but I do need one. And the most interesting is 1936. So in this one, I did get the 1936 dot. So I have two other books like this, and I only have one of these. So I still need two of them. But the 1936 dot is extremely rare. And it shows that 153,000 were minted. That's pretty special. So again, 1936 dot. There we go. Now, my favorite design, and we're almost finished, one more page, the half dollars, and I just lost my dollars, but the Canadian half dollars have, I think, the coolest design. You have the queen on the front, but the reverse is what I think is so neat. The crest for the half dollars is really nice. And on the front, I have to mark that it is 80%. Most of them are 80%, but I do have a year, I know they switched it in 1967 to 1968. 1968 is when they went to 50%, I believe. So most of my coins, I tried to go with the 80%. And I do have this rare 1972, which is 50%. So I have to mark that specific to say that this is only 50%. That's on the Canadian dollars. And I love the Canadian dollars too. Again, you have the queen, but the reverse with the canoe. They're just nice coins. So I'm doing this video again to honor the musician, and I'll put a link to her playlist in the description. It's great music. It's perfect for stacking and collecting, and anybody that is concerned about money and the fiscal responsibility of the world. It's actually meant for stackers. Again, it came from the Hidden Secrets of Money Mike Maloney series that we've all watched, but this was the first time that I actually listened to the music. So she didn't make it specifically for that, but that is a common theme throughout her songs, so I urge you to look at that. But I also urge you to, if you're from the United States, Captain America, go look at Canadian coins, because there's so much interesting, again, dates. There's so much to learn, and I collect it, but I really don't know the story. I know there's a bunny on the commemorative 67 ones. I don't know exactly why. The beaver, like I say, the moose or the caribou that's on the quarters. There's so much history there that, again, we don't know. So I encourage you to expand yourself, go listen to new music, and go learn about a new country's coins. Again, there are neighbors to the north.